It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I've had a few of the Play Brew Co beers now, and I've come to the conclusion so far, and I think this beer is going to kind of cement my thoughts in what these guys are trying to do. So Play Brew Co are based in Middlesbrough, and just by looking at the name of their beer, I think they're just interested in having a laugh, playing around with some wacky styles and just having fun. And why can't brewers do that? Why can't they do that? Recently, I had a honeycomb chocolate. It had over 1 million flavours in it. Marshmallow. It was a bonkers beer. Anyway, I'm following that up with a cereal, milk and chocolate, marshmallow and coconut beer. 6.7% ABV. 440 milliliter can. Blimey, I wonder if you offered this up to Neil Warnock. Now, as of 2021, 2022, he's retired now, but Neil Warnock's last job was Middlesbrough's football manager. And being from the Cardiff area of South Wales, I kind of followed Neil Warnock. He was the Cardiff manager, took him to the Premier League for a long time, and he's quite an outspoken guy. I wonder what he would think if you presented somebody like Neil Warnock with a beer like this. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. A little bit of smoke on the can opening, beer in the glass. I'd love to have a pint with that guy, by the way. I'd love to have a pint with Neil Warnock. See, now immediately it's blown my mind. It's blown my mind because I was kind of expecting this to be looking like a stout. For all the world, cereal, milk, chocolate, marshmallow and coconut. That would normally go in a stout, but being Play Brew Co, messing around, playing around, having fun. It's an amber. It's an amber coloured ale. Good levels of carbonation, 1 finger white head. I paid £5.25. I paid £5.25 for this beer at Cardiff Discount Drinks. Cardiff Discount Supermarket. Slow moving carbonation. Let's get the aroma on this hazy looking amber coloured beer then. It smells a little bit like that previous beer, to be honest. It was a Christmas beer. Frosted chocolate. It was all sorts in that beer. It smells similar. It's slightly kind of tobacco smoky. There's a slight... There's a slight toastiness about it. Cinnamon, coconut, vanilla. Let's dive in. Oh, chocolate, definitely a little bit of maybe synthetic chocolate. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's sweet. That's really sweet. I really don't like sweet beer. Oh, that's almost cloyny. That's sweet. That's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Oof. It's not quite carbonated enough either. It's a bit flat. It's a bit flat. It's flat and sweet. It needs more. Oh, I really wanted to like this. I really wanted to like this one. I understood the last beer. I liked the last beer. I thought it was a very clever way of producing a Christmas beer without calling it a Christmas beer. But you can't like them all. You can't. I've had some decent ones from Brew Co. I've enjoyed it. This one, I'm just struggling a little bit. I'm struggling with the sweetness. I think it's lactosey as well. I think there's a definite kind of lactosey thing going on in the beer. Let's try and break it down. Let's try and break it down. The aroma was amazing. The aroma of the beer was incredible. Almost kind of spicy and peppery and kind of chocolatey and yeah, that little bit of tobacco smoke. Do you know the bag? Do you know the bottom of a bag of Kellogg's Frosties? Where you get all the sugar in the corner of the bag and a little bit of cereal. It's almost exactly the same taste. That kind of, you think you're gonna, as a kid you love it. As a kid you would love that frosted sugar corner of the bag from a bag of Kellogg's Frosties. That little bit of bonus sugar that was in there. That's what's going on here for me. It's the corner of the bag of the scrimps and the scrumps of a bag, the end of the bag of the Kellogg's Frosty, but it's all sugar. And it just tips it over the edge. It just makes it a little bit too sweet. If I was 20, if I was drinking this beer as a 20-year-old, I'd probably absolutely love it. I had much more of a sweet tooth back then. But I'm much more savoury these days. I'm much more savoury, I'm much more bitter. I can't really get on with I can't get on with the levels of sweetness that I used to be able to do as a younger man, as an older man. Your tastes change. If you're watching this review as a youngster and you're kind of like shaking your head and thinking, oh man, honestly, I'm not joking, honestly, your taste will change. Your taste will change, and you'll start to, well, I almost kind of get into the words now, saying you start to become bitter, bitter and old. I don't mean that. You start to enjoy kind of more savoury foods, and you move away from sweetness. That's what I found with my experience with life anyway. Everybody's different. Cereal milk, yeah, chocolate, marshmallow, coconut, yeah, it's all of those things. There's coconut, there's marshmallow, there's the end of a bag of Frosties in there, and there's a bit of chocolate. A special release, they've called this. They're based in Cannon Parkway in Middlesbrough. Unfiltered, unpasteurised, may contain sediment. Ingredients are barley, wheat, oats, hops, yeast, lactose. There's definitely lactose in here. Oat milk, marshmallow flavouring, and coconut. Well, we've done it again. But this time we go all in with a chocolate for our second leftover cereal milk beer. Oh my goodness me. I promise you I never read the back of this can. Never read the back of this can. This one's like gulping down a sweet, delicious, creamy milkshake, but a milkshake hopped with Sabro and topped with rainbow chocolate and frosted sugar vanilla. Enjoy. I mean, I'm sure people will. I'm pretty sure people will enjoy this. I still like the promise of playing around as a brewery. I still like that kind of playful idea. It's not for me, but I like the spirit. I like the spirit of it all. It's like Cuphead, isn't it? It's just fun. It's just lots and lots of fun. I'm ready to rate it. In terms of the look of the beer, for me, styles change, appetites change, beer evolves, beer uninvolves, beer changes, styles change, people change, demographic changes. That's probably the most important thing I can say here. It seems like there's a demographic change in beer. For me, I feel like the old man drinking this beer, and I'm not even that old, I'm only 42. It feels like there's a lot of youngsters involved in craft beer now who want to drink smoothie mango purees, and they want to drink these kind of leftover cereal beers, and it definitely feels like a change is happening in the beer industry. Where do I sit with it all? I don't know. Perhaps with something nicely hopped, balanced with malt, and sessionable. You'd never want to drink one. You definitely never want to drink another one of these in one sitting. You wouldn't go, I'm going to have 4 pints of that. I would challenge anybody to drink 4 pints of this. I think they would be... Perhaps that's what they want. That kind of Red Bull dancing around on the dance floor all night, full of energy, after they've had 4 of these sugar-infused beers. Anyway, rating. It's just not for me. Incredibly sweet. Bottom of the bag of Kellogg's Frosties. It's ironic that I kind of thought about that as I was tasting the beer. They've definitely gone for that. It's just not for me. It's a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.